Hey everybody. Okay, I said I would film when I redid my setup because I am going back to my van on April the 15th. I will be officially back in the van. Today is April the 2nd, Sunday. So anyway, this is what I've done so far. Not done yet. This is more in the front than I really would prefer, but right now this is what it is. This is a bag of crafting stuff to go to work for my after-school club members to go through and take what they want. This is my shoes container. I do have a couple pair of shoes in the house right now that aren't in there. This container is downsized from another bigger container, and it's all photos. Once I get them all scanned onto a hard drive and a flash drive, this container will go to my son, and he will keep the actual photos. What else? Let me go around the back because it's easier to see. So this is what I've got so far. I had this white shelf already, and if you're interested, it's at Walmart for 13 bucks, something like that. I got it online, I believe. No, I might have gotten it in store. This is my crafting stuff, which has multiplied since living in a house this winter, because when you're in a house you don't think about how much stuff you have until you got to put it back in the van. So this I will have to go back through and really make some heartfelt edits to it. So the biggest thing I want to show is this. This is behind the driver's seat. So there's my camp toilet that will stay there. This is the 3-drawer shelves at Walmart. They used to be $8.88, but when I went and got them last night, they have gone up to $9.97. Whatever, it's like $1 more, a little over $1 more. It's still a good deal. So they are only 3-drawer units. So what I did is I bought 4, and I put them together minus the top because I can only get 5 high, not 6, in my van. If you're in a cargo van or conversion van, you can keep both together. So I had this one a long time. If you look back in old videos, you've seen I've moved it around several times. So the 1 drawer that's missing from this one, that would be the 6th one, is at work. And the 2 drawers from these, which would be the 2 6 ones, are right there with my tools in them. So, and I was able to shove my tent on top, which is good. I don't want to get rid of my tent, but it is always a chore to figure out a way to where to put this tent. It's a really nice tent. I don't want to get rid of it, but it's a pain in the butt in a minivan to figure out where to put it. So I've decided, like I showed in the previous video, I will probably be sleeping on the floor. At some point I will get some insulation, probably like a styrofoam insulation, and make me a bed box out of it, sort of, so that when the weather gets cooler, you get a lot of air coming through the sliding door area. And so I want to make sure I have a couple of inches of insulation here to kind of protect me from that. My goal is to no longer be where it's too cold. However, I will have to come back to Virginia because I have a grandchild and I have a son, so I have to come and see him and her. So my other goal at some point in the next couple of months is to get these side panels taken off. I have pulled them out to see how much room is back there. There is some room, because if I put Reflectix back there and some kind of speaker carpet, it would give me some inches of room. So that is my goal, is to find all those little screws, unscrew them, and pop them off to give myself a couple more inches on both sides. Of course, I'll start with this side first because I'm sleeping on this side. At some point, I will find somewhere I can go to take everything off this wall, take that plastic one off, and then put everything back. But for right now, I want to start with this side. It's going to be the easiest side to take off. I have an idea for a quasi-sink setup. If you remember, I've had this water bottle for a while, and it's obviously a gravity feed. And I have this, what is this, 3-gallon stackable water bottle. They're at Walmart also. And I'm going to use that for my gray tank. This, I believe, is 2 gallons. So in my mind, I have figured out, hopefully it'll work when I do it, but I have figured out if I use some sort of metal stripping to make a circle here, and I can sit a metal bowl in that and put the hole in it. I have what I need for the drain. I think this will work. And if I could sit the metal bowl inside some kind of a metal ribbed stripping and have this feed down into that to catch the gray water. That's my plan anyway. So I'll see if that works. If it works, I'll let you know, and I'll show it to you, of course, as always. So that's the setup. So this is all kind of kitchen stuff, and then this one will be food and kitchen stuff, and these two will be clothing. So I'm hoping to downsize my clothing even more when I decide to not work. The goal is not to work at the school in Northern Virginia after this school year is over on June 23rd. Yes, I will still have to work. I'm not old enough to retire, but I will just work jobs like, you know, Aldi or, you know, retail or whatever for a few months to make enough money to travel on, and then travel for a few months and then get another job and travel. I'm ultimately, I'd love to get some seasonal type jobs where you're working at camps and stuff like that, maybe. We'll see how it works out. I can always come back and get a real job if I have to. So anyway, so if I'm able to downsize clothes a little even further, then I can maybe use 1 or 2 of these drawers for some of the overflow craft stuff. But I really do want to edit that down anyway. So that's it. That's the setup. I do have, these are empty because the clothes are all in the house right now. Over this week, I will be editing my clothing. I do have winter stuff in here right now, and I've got a couple winter pieces still out because the weather's been kind of wishy-washy back and forth. So I will be getting another piece of the foam that I told you guys about at Home Depot. Home Depot has this, I want to say it's 2-inch or maybe 3-inch. It's probably 2-inch foam. And it's $25 for a 25 wide by 72 long piece. And it comes in different firmness. This is the softest one, because when I had the bid before, I had another piece of foam under it that was firm. So I will be getting a secondary piece of foam. I will be taking the foam, the 2 pieces of foam, and sewing this beautiful print blanket. Very thin blanket, but beautiful print. I just love this print. I fell in love with it. It was $20 at Walmart. It's a king size blanket, and it's not thick. I'll show you. Let me see. It's not thick at all. See, it's not thick. It's very soft and fuzzy, but it's not thick at all. I'm going to be making this into a duvet for the 2 pieces of foam, and so that'll be my bed, and then my sleeping bag will be on top of that. So that's that. I do have a couple of planner videos coming up. I'll probably do those today or tomorrow. And I do have a, excuse me, a hair wrapping video coming up. I came up with a couple of different ways to wrap my hair, and I want to do a hair wrapping video that's showing it done 4 different ways done with 1 scarf. So one thing I don't like about when I watch hair wrapping videos, they change scarves on you constantly. So I'm going to do one with 1 scarf and try and get 4 to 5 different ways of wrapping your hair out of it. So again, that's the build so far. Quote unquote build, since there was nothing built, but it's a quick, easy way for those who are just starting out. It's cheap, and it's functional. So yeah, that's about it, I guess. I think that's all I wanted to say. So good luck out there for those that are traveling. Be safe. What else did I want to tell you guys? I know there's something I'm forgetting. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up, a like, subscribe. Catch me on Facebook. Catch me on Instagram. I don't really do Twitter. So thanks everybody.